What's up, everybody? Welcome back to RacingNews.com and welcome back to another one of our previews. Well, let's go to Aqueduct Saturday, March 1st, race 8 on the card. It is the Gotham Stakes, a field of 10 going 1 mile, a purse of 300,000. This is always kind of a weird race, so we'll see what happens this year. Not the greatest field I've ever seen, but we'll see what happens. You never know in racing what you're going to see. All right, I'll put the field up on the screen now. We'll preview it for you. And we'll go to the number 1, Scorching, to kick us off. So Scorching, an Ontario bred, coming here to New York to run in the Gotham. 3 starts, 1 win. It did come in a stakes race at Woodbine on the synthetic. Won the Simcoe by 5. Tried the turf next in the Cup and Saucer and was second by a nose. Pretty decent horse. Don't love. I should say, by the way, Scorching did get moved up as the winner of the Cup and Saucer via DQ, but finished cross the wire second by a nose. But anyways, I go on. Pretty nice horse. Not quite sure why we're here at the Gotham. Just going to take a shot, take a swing. I get that, I guess, but seems to be more of a turf or synthetic horse, kind of bred to be that as well. So not a lot of interest here. Does catch kind of a weaker field, so maybe that will help him. The number 2 is Normandy Coast. This horse has won 2 straight races. Coming into this one, broke the maiden at Ellis Park as a 2-year-old back in July, then ran off of a long layoff at Fairgrounds last time out, winning by a neck at odds of 8-1. Look, this horse now stretching out to a mile. Horse is by Omaha Beach out of a Congrats mare, so I think a mile should be just fine. Got a little bit of talent. Speed figures, at least on the time form situation, which is what I look at the most, seems to be a little bit light. That's kind of my main problem with this horse, but that's built up pretty nicely, so we'll see what happens. I wouldn't be shocked if this horse does a little bit of running, but one I just ultimately did not use. The number 3 is Calling Card. New York bred, coming home after going to Oaklawn and Fairgrounds for the last 2 races. Was third, beaten 7, 2 races back, like I said, right there at Oaklawn. Got beat by Sandman and Big Boat, and then was 8 in the Lecomte, beaten 5 lengths by Disco Time and others. Calling Card's an interesting one. It's not the debut, but the maiden special weight is the one that really stands out, and it was right here at this track and at this distance. He won by 17 1/4, and he just absolutely ran away from them in that race. Now, what does that mean here? I'm not sure. Stepped up against Open Company, didn't run very well, is against Open Company again today, but, obviously I would say a little bit easier Open Company here, as a lot of the horses are, well, not a lot, but a few are New York breds that look pretty good. Speaking of New York breds that look pretty good, the number 4 is Sacrosanct is next. This horse is undefeated, 4 for 4, and like Calling Card, has a win right here at Aqueduct on the dirt, going 1 mile. So debut win at Saratoga and looked great. Next win was at Belmont at the Big A in a New York bred stakes race, won by 12. New York bred stakes race next time out, that was the one at Belmont at the Big A, won by a length and a half. And then last time out, another New York bred stakes race, won by a head here at Aqueduct. So 4 very nice races. I think this horse has the most speed, but I think if he is beaten to the punch, he can sit in second. He's been training lights out. Now, we haven't seen him since December, but it kind of just seemed like the plan all along was to kind of just prepare for this race. This was kind of the one they had circled. Like I said, we haven't seen him since December, but he's been working pretty steadily. I don't really notice where he's missed any works. He's been firing some pretty fast times. So he looks pretty good to me. I think it's going to be very hard to beat the number 4, Sacrosanct. So the number 5, though, is Sand Devil, and this horse has been electric in his 3 races as well. Another New York bred who's just been dominating New York bred company. 2 straight wins in just runaway fashion. Last time out, though, I will say, he ran in the Damon Runyon Stakes, and he was nearly defeated. He only won by a neck. It got tight late, but he was able to get the job done, so give him credit there. We'll see what happens with him. He does, like the 3 and the 4, has a race at 1 mile here at Aqueduct, and it was a dominant effort. He won by 12.5. So, look, I think 3, 4, 5, they're all in with a big chance in this one, and they're all 3 New York breds. The number 6 is Pagode, and this is a horse coming off 1 win. It was a maiden special weight win all over the synthetic surface at Turfway Park. He won by a nose. You never want to discredit a win because it's always good to win. But look, I mean, it wasn't a win that screams, let's go to the Gotham on the dirt going 1 mile. That's what I'll say. So not a ton of interest in him. Let's keep going. The number 7 is Flood Zone. This is a horse coming off of a 5 1/4 length victory last time out at Gulfstream Park in a Florida bred maiden special weight. So unlike most people that live in New York and go to Florida, this one was in Florida and now is going to go to New York a little bit earlier than most of the snowbirds do. But look, I thought it was a good race from Flood Zone last time out. Barboza had the horse then. Brad Cox has the horse now. I don't know about this tough of a race for this horse this quickly. Like I said, Florida bred, been in Florida bred races. Debut was okay. And then like I said, a really good second race. Maybe too much too soon. We'll see what happens. This horse is very well bred, though. Horse is bifrosted out of a Curlin mare, Curls for Girls. Horse you may remember is the mare. I'm mildly interested. I really believe if there's a kind of a meltdown, this horse might be able to get the job done. I would keep an eye on this one. I kind of like him. Maybe not today, maybe down the road, maybe in a Florida bred race somewhere down at Gulfstream. We'll kind of see how it goes. McAfee and the number 8 horse is where we'll go to next. This is a weird horse, McAfee. He won on debut, and then he was second, only beaten ahead by Optical. He seems like he enters every other week, and he never runs. He's been scratched a lot, I feel like, or maybe he doesn't enter. Sometimes they say he's going to, and he scratches. I don't know, or he doesn't enter, I should say. So we'll see. He had talent, or he has talent. That second race there the debut at Churchill was good. Second race wasn't bad either, but I don't know. It seems to me like they just can't keep him healthy, so I'm a little bit worried about that. Garamond, the number 9 horse, as we keep going. Maiden special weight win at Tampa last time out by 1 3/4 lengths. I thought this was a pretty good race, and I think the horse this is a good spot. Pretty interested that time form figure did not come back ultimately fast in that one, but I do think, Brown sending this horse up here is a good sign. Castellano follows. I think that's a good sign as well. I like this horse a little bit. I wouldn't be shocked if this horse does some running here. Been working out really, really well. Seems really, he just fits pretty well in this race. So this is one to definitely keep an eye on for sure. And then the number 10, My Matoli, a horse that started off at Belmont at the Big A with a couple of, I would just call them decent or even lackluster type of races. Got beat by some really nice horses. Came back, though, on November 7th of 2024, going 1 mile, same distance as this, and broke the maiden by 3/4 of the length. Last time out, Starter Allowance Company right here at Aqueduct and won by 5 1/4. So jump up in class. That's the worry. But this horse has started to kind of put it all together. Of course, by Matoli. Matoli won the Met Mile, so this is probably okay going a mile. And out of a Seeking the Gold Mare. So I don't think we're going longer than this, but this might be a decent enough spot. So we'll keep an eye on My Matoli. Don't have him on top, but wouldn't blame me if you want to take a little shot with him. All right, let's get to the win pick here. I'm going to go number 4, Sacrosanct on top. Man, I just think this horse has kind of all along been targeting this race. Brad Cox doing very well once again. Maybe not so much on the Derby trail, but I think this is a really good spot for Sacrosanct. And like I said, been right here, training really well, doing everything right in the mornings. Hopefully that equates to the afternoons. It has in the past, 4 wins out of 4 starts. So I'm going to go to the number 4, Sacrosanct, to win this one. All right, guys, that'll do it for our preview of the Gotham Stakes live from Aqueduct live from Aqueduct, I should say, on March 1st. I'm going to get out of here before I keep butchering this. So, all right, guys, hit that like button if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you really like this video. Want to get alerted anytime we do anything like this. And most importantly, good luck if you're betting Aqueduct on Saturday.